Yo, what's going on guys? I'm Entity Maze. I'm back with the Pokemon XY series. We were introduced to a character called Bonnie, who was the younger sister of the gym leader Clement, who both travelled alongside Ash for his journey within the Kalos region. Bonnie hoping to become a Pokemon trainer herself once growing up. And because of this, many Pokemon fans tend to speculate what Bonnie's team could possibly be once she grows up. Which today, I have decided I'm going to tackle that topic for today's video. Building a team that best suits her. However, I am not alone for this video. I am also joined with a special guest.
What's going on guys? Hybrid Hero here. And like Ben said, I'm going to be helping him build a future team for Bonnie. However, not only will we be building a team for Bonnie, but we'll also be building a team for Max over on my channel. So once you're done here, be sure to check it out. Link will be in the description, iCard, and the end card along with my channel.
Indeed it will. Before we begin building a team for Bonnie though, I should state that this team will be based on our personal opinions. So I'd like you to respect ours, and we shall respect yours in the comments down below. We'd love to hear your personal team predictions. Alright, with that intro now said, let's now jump right into this. Let's go! Coming in as the first Pokemon, we obviously have Dedenne. The Pokemon which her brother had caught for her so she could take care of it throughout the entire series, but then take the Pokeball off his hands once becoming the suitable age to become a Pokemon trainer. And that's what I really need to say for this Pokemon, to be honest. It's that simple of a choice for her team. It's not like Bonnie would suddenly one day reject taking Dedenne as a Pokemon of her own either, as these two have such an inseparable bond like Ash and Pikachu, or even any other trainer and their first ever Pokemon. So, yeah, that concludes Bonnie's first choice.
One Pokemon which many fans like to speculate Bonnie would have for a future team is the legendary Pokemon Zygarde, who she had traveled alongside with before it had left Bonnie to protect Kalos from any further danger after the events of the Team Flare arc. Why fans believe Bonnie would have Zygarde on a team is simply because Bonnie and this Pokemon had already grown such a strong bond, and also because they both did promise each other in episode 139 that they would reunite once Bonnie becomes old enough to become a Pokemon trainer. Now, whereas both me and Ben agree Bonnie will at least reunite with Zygarde once becoming a Pokemon trainer, we don't think she would capture this Pokemon like everyone else thinks, but rather, it would travel alongside her much like how it did within the series, and occasionally help Bonnie in battle if any danger comes her way. If Zygarde was to be a proper team member, it would seem too overpowered. Now sure, within the Sun and Moon series, Ash had caught an Ultra Beast and a mythical Pokemon, and his friends even look after mythical Pokemon of their own. However, they are weaker compared to the power of Zygarde, which is why the writers may have allowed them to have these special Pokemon. Zygarde just seems too powerful. But regardless of that comparison in power, we still believe that Bonnie would have this Pokemon as a companion instead of a team member. However, we do have many cool and fitting Pokemon now coming up for this video.
For Bonnie's second team member, we have Fennekin, who would most likely evolve all the way into a Delphox. If it's even possible, we believe Bonnie would have chosen this Fennekin as a starter Pokemon from Professor Sycamore over at his laboratory. As even though Bonnie would already have a Dedenne on hand, she should technically still be allowed to have a starter Pokemon, as the Dedenne was a gift before she became a Pokemon trainer. If this is not possible though, then I'm sure Bonnie would have been able to find a Fennekin in the wild, much like how you're able to find all sorts of other starter Pokemon in the wild within the Pokemon anime. Bonnie specifically setting out to find a Fennekin in the wild instead of waiting for one to come out for her. Why would Bonnie want a Fennekin over a Froakie and Chespin though? Well, first of all, her brother owns a Chespin, which she can visit at any time when she's not busy on her journey. And we believe Bonnie would want a Fennekin to start off her performing career, much like how Serena used Fennekin to start off her performing career. As Bonnie had stated within the final episode of XY that she wants to defeat Serena in a Pokemon showcase, which by following the same journey Serena had as a performer, is perfect. She should be able to reach her goal that way. Plus, you know, I personally don't see Jazzman and Froki being that great of choices for performances either, compared to the beauty of Fire type and the Psychic type moves Fennekin learns upon evolving, such as the Mystical Fire, Flamethrower, Fire Blast, Side Beam, Side Shock, Shadow Ball, Dazzling Gleam, and much more. Oh, by the way, Dedenne would be used for performances as well, provided knows its cute Nozzle and Thunder Shock, which I'm sure would then develop into it learning more stunning moves such as Discharge and Play Rough. But regardless of Dedenne there, that everybody concludes the inclusion of Delphox on Bonnie's team.
Next up for Bonnie's team, we have a Tyrantrum. Now yes, Ben just said Bonnie would most likely want to become a performer because she wants to defeat Serena in a showcase, which a Tyrantrum is a weird choice for a showcase. However, Bonnie actually also stated in the final X and Y episode that she also wants to defeat Ash in a Pokemon battle. So she would most likely want to compete in gym battles much like Ash did as well, to help be prepared for the battle against Ash, which you would need a powerful Pokemon for. Which not only does Tyrantrum's design scream power, but so does its stats and moves. Not only that, but both me and Ben believe that Bonnie would revisit the Fossil Research Lab upon becoming a trainer, where she had to leave a Tyrantrum behind that she befriended and wanted her brother to catch, before finding out that it belonged to the research lab. So that way, she can reunite with the Tyrantrum that she met in her early childhood. However, because the Pokemon is already caught, we both believe that the research lab assistants and Tyrantrum would allow Bonnie to take one of Tyrantrum's kids on a journey. One that she would train on a journey, causing it to evolve into a Tyrantrum. The two becoming such a strong duo. As you should hopefully see as well, the theme we're going for with Bonnie's team is that half of it will include strapping Pokemon for battles, while the other half will consist of cute Pokemon for showcases. This fitting both her goal and personality very well.
Taking the 4th spot for Bonnie's team, we have a Felipe who would most likely evolve into a Florges, which very similar to the case of Tyrantrum, just with a little twist. We believe Bonnie will have once to obtain this Pokemon thanks to Meter 1 on her journey with Ash. However, she would actually find herself taking care of the same Felipe she met in episode 27, as although it is currently under the care of an old man and old woman, let's face it, they might not be around anymore once Bonnie becomes a Pokemon trainer, in which she would then take ownership of this Pokemon thanks to the two already growing a close bond with each other. Oh my god, now that I'm saying this out loud, it's really dark for me to say, but it could happen? If not, then I still could definitely see her catching one in the wild thanks to the friendship she grew with that Felipe from episode 27. Using Felipe for Pokemon showcases, which is definitely a very fitting Pokemon for showcases due to all the beautiful moves it can learn, which can astound the audiences of showcases, such as Fairy Wind, Grassy Terrain, Petal Dance, Petal Blizzard, Magical Leaf, Moon Blast, and much more. Hell, we've actually seen Bonnie watch Shauna use a Felipe in a Pokemon showcase as well, which it definitely provided a beautiful experience. So there isn't no need to worry about this Pokemon not fitting showcases, as both us and Bonnie know it clearly does.
Getting back to Bonnie's battle side of the team, we believe she would reunite and capture the shiny Phantom she met within episode 117, which would then evolve into a Trevenant. Now whereas Ash, Serena, Clement, and Bonnie did become good friends with this Pokemon, Bonnie definitely developed the closest bond with it, helping the Pokemon go from becoming shy of making new friends outside of its forest to wanting to make as many new friends as possible. It even showed us that it does want to leave the forest more often, but couldn't because it was only a baby Pokemon. So it's not that much of a stretch to assume that Bonnie and this Pokemon would reunite upon growing up and want to travel with each other outside the forest, wanting to also make as many friends as possible, but also becoming a strong duo for battles, which Phantom's Ghost and Grass typing, despite having many weaknesses, can come in real handy for battles. It's also able to learn powerful attacks such as Wood Hammer, Phantom Force, Horn Leech, Shadow Claw, Poison Jab, and much more. Bonnie's gonna look awesome alongside this Trevenant and Tyrantrum.
Finally, for Bonnie's team, we believe Bonnie would have a Swirlix on her team, which would then eventually evolve into a Slurpov. Like, come on, Just take a look at this Pokemon's design for each of its forms. It just seems so fitting for Bonnie due to its cute yet also wacky looks, which Bonnie is both known to be cute and hyperactive at times. Not only that, but of course this Pokemon could be used for showcases with its excellent range of beautiful moves, such as Dazzling Gleam, Play Rough, Fairy Wind, Light Screen, Surf, Thunderbolt, and Energy Ball. Or, Bonnie could use this Pokemon for battles as well, as it can learn Belly Drum, which increases its attack to maximum, which can be very useful for battles. Either way though, we believe this Pokemon is worthy of this final spot in Bonnie's team. Now sure, Bonnie has 3 Fairy types on this team, however, we don't think this is an issue whatsoever, thanks to the Fairy type itself fitting Bonnie's personality very well, and the fact that some of these Pokemon can counter the weaknesses of a Fairy type Pokemon. Plus, Ash did have 3 Flying types in his Kalos team as well, so you could use that as an excuse in some kind of way if you really want. That concludes Bonnie's team. This was surprisingly a really fun video to make. Thanks for helping me build a team for her hybrid.
No problem, Ben. I found it quite fun too. However, if you still have not watched the video where Ben and I come up with a team for Max over on my channel, then I suggest you do so. That was a fun video to make as well. Link will be in the description, iCard, and the end card, along with my channel.
Indeed. Be sure to check it out. Hybrid's a great content creator as well. If you did enjoy this video though, then please be sure to consider leaving a like, a share, and if you're new here, a subscribe along with hitting that bell icon to stay in loop with all things Pokemon anime related. If you want to support this channel any further way, I also have a Patreon. Thank you for watching everybody, this is Entity Maze, signing out.